I'm Vanessa Joy, and I'm going to show you exactly how to pose a wedding party. This video is sponsored by Fundy. I'm going to walk you through all of the wedding party photos that you should be taking and hopefully show you how to take them very, very quickly. So what I want to do first, I'm going to have all the guys step over there. I always start with the girls because quite frankly, they're better listeners. You're going to go on this side of these. First thing you're going to do, everybody's going to lean on their back leg, point that front foot forward, and then think about your wrists touching your hips. So we're looking for that space in between the elbow and the waist, right about there, and that looks awesome. So you're gonna look at me, and then look at each other, and then pick someone else to look at. Good, perfect. And then look at me one more time. Cute, love that. I know you're all freaking out that I just did this, but quite frankly, this is faster than moving my hand sometimes. So that's what I do. All right, then what I'm gonna have Gabby do, you're gonna take 3 steps forward. Right there is good. Awesome. And then just like play Cinderella with me, like play with your dress and make perfect, cute. So this is where I start kind of getting up close, get the florals. And then you girls in the back, just look at each other kind of from across the way. Nice. And then back at me again. Good. While they're there, I'm going to walk around to them. I'm going to do your headshot real quick because all the bridesmaids, first I have to get their flowers too, but then I also have to get their headshots. Love it. And now I've done all the details. So Gabby, you're gonna walk back with your girls, and then girls, take a little step out, and guys, go next to the person to whom you belong. That's just a starting point. If I don't like it for whatever reason, I'm gonna switch it up. So this actually looks pretty good, except I like boy, girl, so I'm gonna switch the 2 of you. Perfect. I want to make sure the colors all mesh well nicely. So I'm going to have our bride and groom, and Mary, you can put your hand right around Gabby. All right, everyone else is going to turn in towards the bride and groom, and again, nice in that line. All the guys, you can put your hands in your pants pocket, and then just lean back slightly. All right, so everyone's looking here. Ladies have the flowers nice and low. Good, looking at me, that's awesome. Go ahead, everyone, talk to each other. Cute. And then my bride and groom are gonna come up, just like 3 steps, and just hold hands like this. Love that. And then Elise, you're gonna turn towards Isaac. Yep, you know, take a step towards Lindsay. Now you guys are gonna talk to each other. Love what you're doing here. You guys are looking at me, kind of stoic, so not smiling. And then go ahead and look at each other. Love that. And then get nice and close, kind of like put a hand on his shoulder maybe. Love that. Good, look at each other again. So now I've got the bridal party in the background, but I'm still getting solo shots of my bride and groom. Now you guys are gonna go back with your bridal party. Good, and then the bridal party, you're all gonna get nice and close together, and you're all gonna walk with me, and then look anywhere but at me. And then definitely bride and groom holding hands. And then everyone stay real close together. Good, and walk. Look at each other, look around, cute. Love that. Nice. Now all of the ladies step out and the guys get nice and close. So go ahead, put your hands in your pants pocket. Love that lean. Everyone's got the swagger. Now guys, I do photograph standard, but what I do like to do with guys is come in a little bit closer, and I'm gonna get a lower angle and a slightly wider focal length. So you guys are gonna look right at me and then look away from each other. So like opposite directions. That's awesome, yeah. And it's fine to give them kind of loose instruction because then they just smile, and real smiles. I'm gonna have you step forward a mirror, right about there, and I'm gonna mimic what I did with the girls. So you're kind of right at me, the guys are in the back, and again, listen to my own rules, low and powerful, and then look over that way. And then go ahead and pretend like you're buttoning up. Yeah, that's perfect. And you can also go in and get, buttons going, get your details here. Always accentuate a jawline. And then, hey, if the bride is like maybe looking at her husband, then that's always nice too. There it is.
In case you haven't noticed, you've been looking at all raw files. You see straight what comes out of my camera here, but I wanted to show you not just the finished product in editing, but how this all comes together in the album, because ultimately we capture a story for a wedding day, but then our job is really to tell the story in our wedding day. And I'm going to do that after I edit all the photos. I'm going to pull them all into Fundy. Now, if you haven't used Fundy Designer, it is incredible. I've been using it for years. It's the easiest way possible, not just to design albums, but also to design wall art. You can even import the photos from your client's actual wall and digitally decorate their wall. You can do their save the dates and thank you cards. You could do slideshows, online proofing, so many different things. And what I'm going to do here is just show you how the story comes together in the wedding parties. Now, when I'm showing this to my clients, I like to use the Fundy viewer, and they're looking at the clean screen of this, and I do these edits live in front of them. I talk to them about having a page that's just for the bridesmaids. I talk about having a page that's for everybody together, and then having a groomsmen page. And then of course I'm going to vary color and black and white, and that's another selling point. Anyway, this is Fundy Designer. If you click the link in the description below, I'm sure I give you a good deal that you can grab and take a look. And I know at the very least there is a free trial of Fundy. Once you try it, you aren't going back, especially now since it has auto design, not just for the album, but it'll auto design album cards and wall art and a slideshow, like with a click of a button. I love it. Could not authentically vouch for this sponsor anymore. So give it a try. Anyway, I also just selfishly wanted to show you finished product, because when I'm showing you raw photos, I get a little self-conscious that you're seeing raw photos. So here's what the finished thing looks like if I were to put it in an album.
If you're watching here on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, ring the bell, even if weddings aren't your thing. I got a lot on here for you. I will see you next time.